Welcome to Swim Life, your first swim meet. Today we're going to take a look at a swimmer's first swim meet. We'll explore everything from what a swimmer and their parents should bring, some of the rules and sounds of a swim meet, and what they can expect to learn from their first swim meet. It all starts here, at your home. Let's go inside and take a look at the journey through your first swim meet. If you don't have a swim bag, that's okay. You can pack your supplies in any bag that has a handle. Here's a list of some of the things that you will need. Swimsuit, 2 towels, one for drying off with, the other is an extra, a Sharpie marker, a highlighter to highlight your events on the heat sheet, 2 swim caps, 2 pairs of goggles, comb or brush, shampoo, conditioner if necessary, any emergency medication, for example an inhaler or an EpiPen, an extra set of appropriate weather clothing, and any downtime material like books or games. Now that we have your bag packed, let's take a look at what kind of food and drink to bring with you. Snacks, fruits, and veggies are always the healthiest. Water or Gatorade. You're going to be swimming hard, so make sure in between your races that you replenish those lost fluids. Now that you've got your bag and cooler packed, you're almost ready to go. There's just a few more items to grab on your way out the door. Folding chairs. These come in handy in between races. A few extra dollars for a heat sheet. I'll explain what a heat sheet is in just a few minutes. Also, if you're swimming in an outdoor pool, things like a sunscreen and a sun canopy if you have one available. Make sure you arrive early. Your warm-ups usually begin an hour before the swim meet starts. Finding a place to put up your folding chairs can sometimes take a while. Once inside, you should find your swim club. Sitting with your friends is always fun, and it also helps the swim coach keep track of you when it's your turn to swim. Now that we're here and set up, let's go buy a heat sheet and find out what everything means. Now that I have my heat sheet, let's find out what all this stuff means. If you flip to the back of the cover sheet, you'll see a whole lot of times. These times are used to compare swimmers in different age groups with each other. Time standards are great for goal setting and useful for comparing swimmers in different age groups. Now let's take a look at event 27. This is girls 11-12 50-meter freestyle. The 50 meters represents 2 lengths of the pool. Down and back, assuming that you're swimming in a short course pool, and most pools are a short course. The heat represents which race you will be in. Since there are only 5 lanes in this pool and there are 20 swimmers in this event, they break them down into heats depending on your previous time in the event. The number next to your name represents the lane number. If the pool is not marked with lane numbers, be sure to ask a coach or official. Now that we have an understanding of the heat sheet, how are we going to remember where, what, and when we are swimming? This is where the marker comes in. It's also a good idea to highlight the heat sheet so your parents know when you were swimming. Swimming events can go very fast and you don't want to miss an event. To remember when you are swimming, you can write it on your arm or leg. It should look like this: E for event number, H for heat number, L for lane, and S for stroke. This will remind you what you are swimming. Now that we know what we are swimming, let's find out what all those whistles and buzzers mean. When a heat is almost over the starter, official guy who blows the whistle will blow the whistle consecutive times to let the next heat know that the current heat of swimmers is almost done and you should be ready to step up onto the blocks. The swimmers that are in the water do not get out for the start of your heat in most races, but it does depend on the stroke. When the heater race before your event is completed, the referee will blow the whistle once, letting you know you can now get onto the blocks. When all the swimmers have gotten onto the blocks and are standing, the starter will begin his sequence like this. This means to grab onto the front of the block and get your feet ready to go. Then the buzzer. This signifies the start of the race. Dive in and let's get to work. Congratulations! You just swam your first event of your first swim meet. Now, show some good sportsmanship and congratulate your fellow swimmers whether they are from your swim club or competing swim club. You're almost ready to relax.
Nice job! We have the arms correct.
Don't forget to check with your coach on what you did right and what you need to work on in the upcoming races. Wow, am I tired. It takes a lot of energy to swim that hard. It's time to refuel, relax, and have some fun. Now that we've got a few minutes, it's time to read a book or play a game. But don't forget to pay attention to what event they're on. You can always ask your neighbor or your coach if you need help. If you need to, you can go buy some snacks from the snack bar or hospitality area. Also, some pools have vending machines to purchase water or other drinks. That about wraps it up. It's just about time for my next event. Remember to always show good sportsmanship and to communicate with your coaches. They are your future to a great swimming career. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the water.